So she is. Maybe all Irish girls do have dark hair.
What do you reckon? Not bad, eh?
Aye, no bad at all. Very chic. Obviously, I'd go for the trouser option rather than the skirt, but all in all, that's a pretty smart uniform. The colour suits me. I do mid-grey. Maybe it's time we spoke to her.
No, Frank, I don't think I'm ready for that level of commitment.
Restored hammer beam roof. Now, are there any questions?
Aye, there are as it happens. My name's Frank, by the way.
Oh, hello, Frank. And what's your question?
I was wondering, why do you think Robert the Bruce has a "the" in his name?
Oh, what an original question. Never actually been asked that one before. The reason was that at that time in Scotland, everyone was called Robert Bruce.
It's set William Wallace.
Obviously. And so Robert decided to change his name to the Robert Bruce to differentiate himself. But then everyone in Scotland really liked that idea, so everyone changed their name to the Robert Bruce.
It's set William Wallace.
Obviously. And so then Robert decided to change his name from the Robert Bruce to Robert the Bruce. And luckily, no one could be bothered changing their name again. And so it was a brilliant bit of branding, really. And from then on, everyone knew who he was. So is there any more questions?
I have one more. Will you join me and my friend for a drink when you finish up here?
Oh, it's very kind of you. You know what? Yes. I'd love to. Finish here in about 5 minutes.
Great. We'll wait for you by the Robert the Bruce's statue. Did I put too many "thes" in that sentence?
You did, but I think you got away with it.
I'm looking forward to having a chat with her about the job. Don't mention anything to Joe, not just yet.
You don't want to get our hopes up, eh? I get you. Think she'll see us if we're sitting down here like this?
Well, you can stand up if you like, but I'm taking advantage of a seat while I can. If I do end up getting this tour guide job, I'll be standing up most of the time.
So, Gail, if you're ready, can you describe what the married man who's having the affair in your dream looks like?
He's very handsome.
Phew. Go on.
Handsome in a quirky Scottish kind of a way.
Oh, no.
And he's got this pal that just sits staring at folk.
Oh, wait a minute. That sounds like Doug.
Yeah, it could be a Duke, I suppose. He did look quite Dukish.
I think I've heard enough.
There's more?
I'm sure there is, and I'm glad you told me. You don't need to worry.
OK, I'll stop worrying. Do you mean right away?
Yes, right away, Gail.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to find this man in your dream and tell him to stop having an affair with this other woman.
That would be marvellous.
You know, it's not fair on her, or you, or me. I don't mean me, of course. I mean his poor wife. Yes. Now, did you want to buy the CD? Oh, and check out the bonus track.
Are there more seagulls?
No, there's a couple of gannets diving for fish.
That sounds interesting.
Although don't get confused with the bigger splash. That's the keyboard player falling overboard.
Joe, this is a surprise.
Had a feeling you might be here, Doug.
Is that your sixth sense kicking in?
Yes, well, almost. I mean, initially I had a seventh sense, which is a feeling I get when I sense that I'm about to get a sixth sense, but then after that I got the sixth sense, which told me you would be here.
Of course, we always come here.
Yes, that helped. Anyway, is Frank with you?
He's up at the bar. I was in charge of finding a table.
Well, you've done well. Who's that dark-haired woman he's chatting to?
That is Aisling.
She's wearing grey.
I think you'll find it's mid-grey, actually.
What's Frank doing, chatting to her?
Sorry, Joe, not to tell you. Frank doesn't want you to know until it's definite.
Oh, doesn't he?
He doesn't want you to find out and then for it not to work out.
Oh, it's like the dream's coming true. It's unbelievable.
I know. We were only in the castle 10 minutes and he asked Aisling if she fancied a drink after work. He was smooth as you like.
Oh, I remember when he used to be smooth for me. He talked me into walking the West Highland Way on our second date while he stayed at home and watched the Open golf. Oh, what's he doing now?
He's touching her leg.
I'm going over there.
Oh, Joe, hello. What do you want to drink?
You were quite the smoothie with Aisling, I understand.
Oh, well, I must admit it was a bit of a return to form. All my old chat-up skills came flooding back.
So what is it about this Aisling that's so special?
Oh, who knows? It's probably just a passing fad. It usually is. There's someone else next week.
Usually. This happens a lot, does it?
Almost every day.
I had no idea. You need help, Frank.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, I'm left to deal with it all on my own. Day before yesterday it was a girl in the travel agents. And the day before yesterday it was... That's right, it was a girl at the train station. Yeah, it's a tour guide, it's like a curse.
And you take a note of them?
Well, there's that many, I'd forget them otherwise.
So, has anything ever happened, you know, sex-wise?
Not that I know of.
Well, that is something, I suppose.
Not for the want of trying, though.
Please, Frank, spare me the details. Do you know, I've heard enough. I'll be at home if you want to talk.
Well, I've just got around and